Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be entertained, enlightened, and educated about men's secrets, and dating advices decoded as we dive into another episode of Men's Secrets Exposed podcast and show. Hello, welcome back again, audience, to a new show, new series of shows coming up here this week and in the future weeks. We want to welcome everybody back. Men's Secrets Exposed podcast. I am your host, comedy magician Dewayne Hill. Have amazing co-host Mr. Ricky. Ricky on the line with us again today. Mr. Ricky, say what's up.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
All right, Ricky, give them a little bit of background about yourself and who you are and where you're from and all that for the people that are listening first time.
Currently living in Orlando, originally from the South, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, Florida is in the South, but it ain't Southern like how we talk. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Definitely true. We're going to get into it. We want to get your questions answered as fast as possible. So, question we have out of the gate is, do men believe in saying that you never know what you had until it's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go ahead.
Yeah, that's like a what if for me. So yeah, I did break up with this one girl before, and I thought about her a lot. And it's like at the time I broke up with her, it was like at that point I thought she was the worst person ever, and we still remained cool and all. But then, as we still remained cool, it was like I kept thinking about it, like her attitude changed.
Yeah.
And it was like, I wonder if I made a mistake of breaking up with her.
Yeah.
So then you're pretty much questioning the breakup. Like you never know what you had until it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm sure there's some guys out there, they thought they had it bad, and they get out of a relationship until they get into a new relationship and the new chick is crazier than the old chick. And it's like, wow, maybe things with the ex wasn't as bad,
Right.
I almost said somebody's name, and I'm glad I didn't, because he would have been mad if I would have said it. But
keep it going. Don't mention it.
Yeah. I'll say this. I have a family member that was in a similar situation to that, where he thought the situation he was in was bad, and then he got in a new situation. Then the new situation he was in, he told me, he said, I'll look at some things. He said, I might have been just better off where I was at before. And I said, yeah, sometimes it could be like that. But I definitely think this happens, turning us around. I think this happens a lot more with women. I'll say that. I think more women, they are with a nice guy or a good guy or a guy that treats them with respect, and then they get, lured by the bad boy or the challenge, as they say, and they start chasing something new, or they're promised some stuff. A new guy pops up and promises them the world, and then they discover a lot of that was just phony, and then they start wondering about the guy that they lost. Maybe things with, maybe things with so-and-so really wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
I've seen that before, like with they think less of the current guy, then they break up with that guy.
Yeah.
And they go for the new guy, and they realize that the old guy's doing so well for himself, like, wow, I let somebody go, in which I should have hung on to him.
Yeah.
I should have kept strong and hung on to him. So it's pretty much a lot of regret.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be curious to hear your answer on this. This is a question. Question is asked, for most men, how many times a week do most men feel like it's normal for a couple to have sex?
Okay, for a normal week, this is me. This is probably like my average. My average on a normal week is a good 3.
Okay.
3 times at least. That's less than the more than the amount of days. That's three out of 7 days a week. That's pretty much sex like every other day.
Yeah, every other day.
That's a good average.
That's a good. I mean, yeah. So, do you consider that to be normal for you?
That was definitely normal for me. I mean, when you first have a relationship, the sex, the horniness is like at its peak when you first get into it. You just want it like all the time.
Right.
You can have sex every day, but then as you grow to get more comfortable with each other, and then you're like a steady relationship, the average turns into like a good 3 or 4 times a week.
Now, I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm going to break you off a piece of information. All right? Now, I'm going to speak to our truths as black men. That's us. Okay? What I hear, what I've heard, is that there's some white guys out there. It ain't get down like that. For some cats, they consider themselves lucky for once a week.
So this is white guys. That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hearing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Some white cats out there, man, they some white dudes out there, they're happy for once a week.
That's just I don't know. It just
I don't know.
So 2 weeks on. Like I don't know what's going on. For once a week. I mean, I'm grateful for once a week. At least I know I'm getting some.
Nah. I don't know. I don't know if brothers can function like that. That need of release and closeness and communication and all the stuff that we get out of sex. I don't know. So to answer this lady's question, I mean, I hear there are some cats out there, cats, dogs, that out there that, they're very asexual, and they don't really want sex at all, and they're happy with just kind of cohabitating with a woman and living with a woman and having them as a female companion and all that. Then there's some dudes that have a high sex drive. They, 4 or 5 times a week. So I hate to use this question of this, look at the term normal. Normal is relative to the personal appetite, and I think that really the bigger question is this question should come. Well, you should really ask this up front. I don't know if you want to come out the gate, on the first date. Hey, guys, again, thank you for listening. We appreciate your feedback. Appreciate everything that you're giving us. The questions, keep them coming in. If you're enjoying what we got going on, much appreciated. I am attempting to do a much bigger overall scope of entertainment, and I'm trying to sign a multi-project deal with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or Apple. If you're enjoying this and you think it would be good on their platform, think this could help other people, and you think this would be beneficial, please reach out to one of those 4, or all 4, matter of fact, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and Apple. Let them know that you dig what we're doing, and let them know that you think it would be good on their network. Thank you. Bye. With this question. But
not on the first date. Do not kill the vibe, because that's what the girls just got to think about. Oh, you just want me for sex, then?
Yeah, I mean, but this is a conversation that needs to happen. I'll tell you what. Let's play the safe zone here, okay? This question needs to happen before y'all consider yourselves exclusive, because if you as a lady, if your drive is through the roof, and you happen to be with a guy that's cool with once a week, y'all gonna be off.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all gonna be off. Y'all gonna be off bad. And then by the same token, if you're a lady and you're honest and you know yourself, and it's like, okay, you're cool with only needing it once a week, and he's one of these dudes that needs it, 4 or 5 times a week, y'all gonna be off there. There's gonna be tension there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, so this conversation, you need to have this conversation before y'all consider yourselves exclusive. So that way it's like, okay, what does he consider to be cool and normal and average? Because some people, if it's less than a certain amount a week, they feel like something could be wrong in a relationship. And I've seen that happen both ways. Yeah. I've seen it happen. Women feel that way. It's like, well, we're not having sex, so maybe he's not into me no more, or he doesn't want me anymore, or maybe he's seeing somebody else. And I've seen it happen with men. It's like, men are in the situation, they want it more, and it's like she ain't with it. Why not? What am I not doing right? What am I doing wrong? Kind of a thing. So,
the questions will come from all over the place.
Yeah,
because
so
sex is not a priority, but it is very much needed.
It's a high priority. It's up there. Sex is up there with communication.
We're not
honesty.
We're not going to make it the main priority, but it's definitely up there.
I feel it's in the top 3. Communication.
I'll give it that.
Yeah, I mean, communication probably is number 1. Honesty, I would say, is number 2, which could really fall in the line of communication. And your sexual whatever desires, whatever they are, they need to be. That's about number 3, because if you look at anybody that's been married any length of time, everybody will tell you, all married couples, the 2 things they fight over. They fight over money and sex.
Oh yeah,
those 2 things they fight over. And then what's third? The funny thing about what's third is how the kids are raised. That's the third argument. The family decisions that are made around the kids. So they argue more about money and sex before they argue about how to raise the kids. So there's some people that might not think it's that big of a priority, but it's in the top. I say it's in the top 3. You need to at least have a conversation to see where you are. Like I said, because if you're 1 time a week and your partner's 4 times a week, you're going to have some issues.
Because you need to have physical intimacy as well as emotional intimacy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, third question.
Yes, there needs to be that connection of mentally.
Ricky's still going on. Go ahead, Ricky.
Spiritually, sexually.
Okay.
I can go out, like I said, I can go all around.
Yeah. So, all right, Ricky, third question.
I can run circles around.
Ricky, third question.
Go ahead.
Ricky, what are major turn-ons for men?
Major
turn-ons.
Like I said before, like in the previous episodes, just if a woman is just truly open with me, she has to tell me everything and be open about her whole life and everything about it, then that's like one of my number 1 turn-ons, because she just feels comfortable letting me in.
Right.
Just definitely open communication, and of course, when you first approach a woman, what's the first thing you see? You see how they look, their physical attributes.
I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say.
But that's real. That's real, though. That's honest.
Right.
Their physical attributes. You look at a woman first and see like, oh wow, this girl's like over the top good looking, so I'm going to pursue her. So her physical attributes and the fact that she's open about everything in her life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So pretty much looks and communication. Those are my turn on.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's it. And communication, again, it's like I said in the previous question, kind of falls under the thing of honesty, Yeah.
I
mean, men would rather you be honest and be brutally honest and hurt our feelings with honesty than you kind of not wanting to hurt our feelings and tell us some version of it, and then we find out the honesty anyway. Because now, I mean, we might be hurt about the honesty, but now we're not mad. Because we can get mad. It's like, well, why didn't she just say that? Why we got to play these games of what she was really trying to say? Why didn't she just say XYZ? You know? As opposed to...
There was a quote I used to use on my relationships. Because like I said, I'm open in relationships. So I would rather hurt you with the truth than please you with my lies.
Yeah. Because when the truth comes out after the lie, the aftermath of that ain't pretty. So the fourth question, follow up to that, which I guess in a sense we kind of answered, was turn-offs. I think for a lot of men, turn-offs are, dishonesty and complaining.
Definitely those two, and of course, holding back.
Yeah.
Like, you're in a relationship, like pretty much me and you are priorities in our lives, and you still want to hold back things from me? That's really sucky.
Right.
If you're not going to be honest with me, if you're not going to be open with me, then what's the point of us being a thing?
Right.
I can understand that how you feel guarded. It's going to be hard for you to open up to some people and trust someone new, but there's got to be a time limit on that. We've been together for months, close to a year now, and you still holding things back from me?
Yeah. So, I mean, ladies, you're hearing that. That's kind of in the same category of, holding back, not being transparent. It doesn't mean that you have to emotionally, explode every single ounce of your insecurity and everything else. But when a guy starts catching the vibe that there's something that you're not really saying everything about, or there's something you're scared of that you're not real willing to communicate about, we start questioning everything else. Now we can't trust you, because now we don't know what you're really saying. Is she really telling us the truth, or is she telling us a version of the truth? And that game could get so exhausting, it just puts us out of the mood to want to do anything. Then some ladies, y'all wondering, you do that because you're guarding your feelings, and you're like, I don't want to show him this side of me, and then you're wondering why he stays away. You get guarded, and you want him to draw closer to you, but from the man point of view, when you get guarded, that pushes us away, because it's like, okay, there's something she doesn't want us to see, so we ain't going to look. We'll leave her alone. Whenever she's ready to talk, she'll talk. That's how we think. And I know women get frustrated at that. Say, why does he leave? Why don't he, because that's our defense. That's our programming. It's like, okay, she's guarded. What is she guarding against? Well, maybe she needs time to work that out. And that's when sometimes men pull away, and you want them to pull closer. We're interpreting that signal as something else. So that's it.
Definitely think about that, ladies.
I mean, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. We're going to wrap this episode. This was a quick one. This went fast, man.
Yeah.
We on here, though. This is almost 18 minutes. This went fast. This went really fast. Ladies, if you got a question, men, if you got a question, text in your question, 813-534-0169. If you want to call it in, 813-534-0169. Leave your questions, leave your comments, let us know. So like us, share, subscribe, rate, do all that fun stuff. We'll leave our social media handles in the episode notes in the description below. Check us out on YouTube, Magic D TV, Men's Secrets Podcast. Check us out on Facebook, Magic D TV is the page that we have set up where you can consume these episodes and share them with your friends and all that. Hope you all enjoyed everything. We appreciate your feedback. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate the fact that you take time to listen to what we have to say. We hope you get something out of it. We hope it gives some people, ladies especially, a little bit more insight in men and how we work, and there's less arguments. If you got a question, call it in, 813-534-0169, or text in your question, 813-534-0169. We're going to sign off for today. Thank you for everything, and enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.